Post!
And post.
The
internet is down! I don't know the score. I don't even remember who's playing.
Okay, no internet. We can do what we did in the olden days.
We just have to find a VCR repair store. I'll look online, which I can't because there's no internet. Damn it! Lisa, solve this.
I've solved enough puzzles today.
Well, Flanders' network is working. Maybe we could ask him for the password.
You can't just ask someone for their password. That's rude. Come on, boy.
So beautiful.
Almost there. You just need to go up the last rung.
That's not a rung, it's the top.
The top is a rung.
No, it's not.
Let me check on Google.
We don't have internet.
Well, maybe if I keep refreshing, it'll come back. Refresh, 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 refresh. Oh, this is pointless. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Ooh! No. Refresh, refresh, refresh.
You guys need jackets.
No, we're fine. Go!
The internet's back on.
Post!
And post.
Shalom, Call Haloim La, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the bishops at Great Millstone who do rule and teach well. Shalom, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham to all the sincere brothers out there pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth, putting your life on the line to do so, laboring in all diligence, righteousness, and sincerity until all prophecy is fulfilled, and our Lord Yahweh Shai come and redeem us and set up the righteous kingdom of heaven upon the earth. So it's your brother Azariah back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. So this opening clip here you just saw from The Simpsons, and we already know how they get down in Hollywood, how they put, this is what they call the revelation of the method. Because these Hollywood elites, they be telling you in plain sight what's about to go down. So with this one here, this was going into the 2024 At&T power outage. Now, as of right now, they saying that service has been restored, but it was down for a couple hours. Now, this could have been a test run for what they're eventually about to do, because we know these elites, they about to shut down the internet. They about to cut the power grid. All kind of reports been coming out. They've been talking about the Houthis in the Red Sea, that they looking to cut internet cables on the Red Sea floor. They've been talking about EMP attacks from Russia, from Iran, Chinese hackers, messing with the water supply, messing with the food, and of course the internet. So they pretty much saying that attacks are going to come from every angle, you see. But we know that this is what the elites want anyway. This is what they was talking about at these World Economic Forum meetings. They actually been talking about censoring, and matter of fact, Klaus Schwab in the very beginning of the Great Reset agenda back in 2020, he said that more than likely in the near future there's going to be a total societal blackout in which there is going to be no power, internet's going to be down, and society is going to be chaotic. He actually said that in a video. But again, this is the revelation of the method. See, and you saw towards the end that Homer Simpson, he was saying the internet's down, like he was trying to search, he was trying to go on his phone and get some type of service, but it wasn't working. You see, that's exactly what was happening for some people today. Now, as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know, it was only AT&T that had their service down today. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a different carrier. I didn't have any issues. I didn't hear from any other brothers that had different carriers that they had issues. You know what I'm saying? But AT&T was the main one. So, like I said, this could have been who knows? This could have been a routine thing, because these things do happen, to where, power does temporarily go out. It really didn't happen for that long. But the times that we're in now, you can't just look at these things and just brush it off. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to know what we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that these devils have something greater to come. And that before they get there, they're going to test certain things. They're going to see how people react, so they can get their data and move accordingly. You see? But when you see it on The Simpsons, just know that it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because they call it predictive programming. Well, it's not predictive. This is actually what, first, before they bring these things about, they show you first. They tell you about it first. Just like with the movie Leave the World Behind. They showed you there was going to be a blackout in that movie. Like the whole East Coast had no power. You know what I'm saying? All these apocalyptic movies, but there's no food, there's famine, there's chaos going on in the streets. They show you these things in the films and in the movies because Hollywood, the whole entertainment industry is run by these devils, okay, by these elite Edomites, all right? And this is kind of to clean their conscience, you know what I'm saying? Because when these things do happen, they're gonna be like, well, we told you, but you didn't take it seriously, you know what I'm saying? So with them doing this is kind of like them taking the blood off of their hands. But you see, these devils are still going to be held accountable because they're performing wickedness, okay, even though they are in order under Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in what their lot is, which is to be the wicked, which is to bring mischief and chaos upon the earth. Yeah, they are in order under that, but at the same time, they still, a lot of people is still going to perish behind what they're doing, so they still going to be judged for that. You know what I'm saying? But this is what is about to happen very soon. And let me go here, because these these celebrities, they know that something is coming. You know what I'm saying? And once this power does go out, because this is biblical prophecy that the power is going to go out, because the Lord said that he would bring plagues upon Egypt again as he did before. And I think that's the second Ezra, the 16th chapter, you know what I'm saying, where the prophet Ezra's prophesied of that. Like he saw that in the last days that power had gone out, and that pretty much all the plagues that afflicted ancient Egypt afflicted this modern day beast system, mainly America, Babylon the Great. So this is Exodus 10 and 20. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart. So we know that Moses and Aaron, they went to Pharaoh with a message from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to let the children of Israel go, that they can go to the promised land. And of course, we know how the whole story went. Pharaoh's heart was hardened. Then Moses, had to bring plagues upon the land so the Pharaoh would, be brought to a breaking point and let the children of Israel go. So, there were many plagues. The sea turned red, a plague, well, not the sea, the Nile River turned red. Then a plague of locusts came, ate up all the crops. All the firstborn males of the Egyptians died. You know what I'm saying? So after all these things, after that, Pharaoh was, had enough. And he was like, all of y'all just go, just leave. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't suffer you here anymore. But one of the plagues that was brought upon the land of Egypt was darkness. Okay, so a blackout, all right, came to Egypt, man. So this is Exodus 10 and 20. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart so that he would not let the children of Israel go. Verse 21. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. So darkness came upon the whole land of Egypt, even darkness that may be felt. And when things go black, fear is going to ensue. Chaos is going to ensue. Because when, this whole society is connected to the grid, whether it's firefighters or police, schools, even your job, everything runs off of power. So in an event that the power goes out, society as a whole is going to stop. Supermarkets are going to be shut down. Truckers are not going to be able to get gas because these gas stations are going to be shut down because all these pumps are run by electricity. You see what I'm saying? People are not going to be working. People are going to lose jobs. Even down to the food people got inside their fridge, that's going to spoil. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we tell you to not trust in carnality, man. Because look, you can be a hoarder, and you know what I'm saying, like you got a deep freezer, filled with all kind of meat. Well, guess what? When the power goes out, you can't eat all of that. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat a whole deep freezer full of meat, man, before it all spoils. No. So you stocking up all this food and doing all that is really all in vain. You see? So that's why we tell you, man, to trust in the Lord, and the Lord will provide for you. Because what's coming, if you ain't right, it ain't gonna be no escape. It ain't gonna be no getting out of the tribulation that the Lord is bringing upon the earth. You see? Verse 22, and Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. You see? So back then, the Israelites wasn't smitten with that plague of darkness. Okay, the Israelites back then had light, but the Egyptians, they was in darkness. You see what I'm saying? But in today's time, it's going to be different. Okay, in today's time, all of Israel is not going to be saved on this go around. See, this time around, it's only going to be those that believe upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and that fear the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Through faith. You see, the 2/3 Israelites and these heathen, they're going to be destroyed. See, and when you consider the word light, light has multiple meanings. For example, you can pick up a box and say, hey, this box is light. Then on the other hand, you could say, hey, turn on that light over there so I can see. You know what I'm saying? So depending on the context of the word, light has different meanings. Well, in this time, the true believers, we have the light. You see, we have the understanding. See, we have the spirit to understand how to navigate through these times through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay. So while because the scriptures talk about the world being in gross darkness, and right now the world is in gross darkness, even with the lights still on. You see what I'm saying? So when the lights go out, how dark is it going to be then? You see what I'm saying? But the hopefully elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, while the world is in confusion, in a state of chaos, they trying to figure out what to do, or they're going to be trying to seek a vision of the prophet in that time to get understanding. You see what I'm saying? But by then it's going to be too late, because they wasn't searching while the Lord could be found. You see, they waited, you know what I'm saying, to where time to where the proverbial doors of the ark closed on them. So now they can't get the understanding. See, but those of us that took this thing seriously, we heard the report and we believed it, and we took action to build our spiritual ark, we're gonna have light while the rest of the world is in darkness, man. You see, and that's really the beauty of this truth, because that's one thing that you can't take from us, man. Yeah, you can take a house, you can take a car, you can take money from us, but you can't take our faith. You can't take the truth from us, man. You know what I'm saying? So faith really is a gift, you know what I'm saying, from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And only those that truly believe and have faith and are doing the best that they can do in this captivity to serve and fear the Lord, we understand that the Lord is going to have mercy on us, and that we're going to be able to prevail when all hell breaks loose. You see, so but once this power do go out, these celebrities and these elites, they not going to be nowhere around. See, they're not going to be in these big cities. They're not going to be around a bunch of people, because they already know that they're going to get caught up in the crosshairs, and the danger is going to come to them. All these migrants coming over the border, paid mercenaries and things of that nature, they about to get busy. Remember last year when the governors or senators of these different states, they was given satellite phones. Why was they given? You got to ask this question, right? And brothers was talking about it then, but the only reason why you would need a satellite phone is in the event of a power outage, because these regular cell towers are not going to be working, you see, AT&T, it don't matter who you got. AT&T, Sprint, Cricket, whatever carrier that you're with, in the event of a power outage, you're not going to be able to communicate. You're not going to be able to call nobody. You're not going to be able to access the internet. You see what I'm saying? So the only way that you will be able to communicate is if you have radio, is if you have radio or satellite connectivity. That's the only way that you're going to be able to communicate, man. You see? So these elites already know what they're doing. They already know what's about to come down the pipeline. But these peon Americans, they have no clue. And because the power came back on today, it was like a sigh of relief for a lot of people. Because these people, man, they can't function without their phone. They can't function without technology. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, look, things about to get very bad when this darkness do come. But to hopefully elect, we pray and hope that we be kept from the evil, saying that we be given strength and mercy. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and play this real quick and be right back.
All right, for those who's been watching my videos, I told you I'm going to show you who have doomsday bunkers. Listen to this. Kanye West has an Armageddon bunker in Malibu. This man is heavenly guarded, protected, and prepared. He don't even really serve our God. I don't even know if that's the real Kanye. But all these celebrities that's supposed to be for the people, they are lying. They're taking the money, saving their asses, because they know this world is about to go through hell and chaos. And we're about
to... And see, you have some people that do understand. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if he watched the prophets. You see what I'm saying? But these elites, these so-called celebrities, high echelon people, they know what's coming. They're well aware of what's about to come because they all sold out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all working with the left hand. So they seeing Elon Musk and Zuckerberg and these Rothschilds and Bilderbergers. They all building bunkers, man. You see what I'm saying? Rick Ross is another one. So they know what's coming. Like, they know that the wrath of the Lord is coming to the earth, man. So, and as a matter of fact, you actually got some of these devils that have the money and the resources. They actually trying to flee the earth. They actually trying to go to the moon or go to Mars, like a different planet, to escape the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But the scriptures already tell you, ain't nobody going to escape the judgment, man. Everybody going, everybody that's wicked, okay, they going to get dealt with. They going to get done in by the Lord when he returns. So it don't matter if you going into an underground bunker, if you try to go to the moon, you try to go to Mars, the Lord going to find your ass there and destroy you. It don't matter. You see, it don't matter where you try to go, man. Like, the Lord is going to find you. You can't escape the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The scriptures say that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So you can't hide from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. You see, but that's the pride of these people. See, they really believe that the Lord is not going to see them and what they doing. But they going to find out. You know what I'm saying? They all going to find out real soon that the Lord mean business when he come back. And it ain't going to be no peaches and cream. It ain't going to be no dapping people up and giving hugs and candy, man. No. It's going to be time to get that ass beat. All right? Let's continue.
about to get, especially if we ain't on the right side of history. Especially if we ain't on the right side of God. They have tricked you. They have sold you the hood. They have sold you the ghetto. They have sold you the dirt and the nastiest lifestyle that promotes only Satan. Because these are entities. These are not real human beings. They have sold you the life of ghetto, hood, nasty, trash, everything that the Bible and God is against. They sold you it so you can come along with them, and then they leave you for nothing. Once the devil takes your soul, he'll use you for a while. You think you won, but you already lost. And it says in the Bible, what is a man without a soul? Nothing. Post Malone, Apocalypse Proof.
And the scriptures actually say, what shall it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? And that's what these celebrities have done. See, they've sold out to Hashatan. They sold out to the beast in order to have riches, in order to have fame in this world. But at the end of it, they only got to enjoy that for a short season. See, they only got to enjoy the pleasures of wickedness for a short season, man. You know, a lot of these celebrities ain't even 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye, I think he's in his 40s. You know what I'm saying? And he been in the game since he was like, in his 20s or whatever. So he's only got to enjoy those riches for a short amount of time. But we at the end now. So when they look back, they done made sacrifices. They done sold out, promoted all kind of wickedness upon our people, really destroyed our people, man, through what they're doing. And Kanye, he actually got a album coming out where he's claiming that he's the new Jesus. Now, of course, we know that the Lord's name is not Jesus, but you get where he's coming from with it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to say that he's the Messiah, like he's the Most High, which is utter blasphemy, man. So look, the Lord going to destroy all these guys, man. Okay, the Lord going to take all these wicked, wicked niggas out, and they're going to be made an example of. Okay, at the end of it all, they're going to be looked at as an example of what not to be, of what not to do in the kingdom. The result of wickedness is going to be ultimate destruction, man. Separation from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Now, of course, we know that Kanye and Jay-Z, them wicked niggas that, yeah, they are going to be destroyed on this side, but in the kingdom, they going to come back and they're going to be righteous. You know what I'm saying? That's really the good thing about being an Israelite. Okay, you can be the wickedest Israelite on this side, but at the end of the day, the Lord is going to forgive them, and they're going to come back in the kingdom. They're going to be righteous, but they're not going to be they're going to be lower tier Israelites. You see, because there's going to be ranks in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have the least and you're going to have the greatest. Niggas like Jay-Z and Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, they gonna be on the low end of Israel. Now, they're still gonna be better than the heathen, but because of what they did in this life, because they really had their consolation here. And the scriptures say that the meek shall inherit the earth. Okay, they're not meek right now. They're not humble. They're in their heaven right now, but they sold out to get that. So in the kingdom, they gonna be low tier Israelite. Okay, let's just say it like that. But even being a low tier Israelite in the kingdom, you still gonna be better than the best heathen. You see, but this was prophesied, man, because they building these bunkers. They think they're gonna get away. This is Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 17. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low. See, so all that pride, you selling out and you getting all this fame and notoriety. You got all the women, you got all the money, you got houses here, cars and clothes, right? All that pride is going to be what? It's going to be bowed down. So the Lord is going to extinguish that pride, man. You see? And the scriptures say that riches profited not in the day of destruction. So you're not going to be able to call on your Porsche 911, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be able to open up your bank account and try to bribe the Lord to escape judgment. No, it's not going to profit you, man. So you sold out for nothing. You see? And the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua alone, shall be exalted in that day. Yeah. You see, these guys that sold out, they wasn't willing to wait on the Lord to get that glory. See, they wanted their consolation now. They wanted to have their kingdom here on earth now, in the wicked rulership of Esau, Edom, where they have to perform all kind of wicked acts to be in these industries. You see, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be down with all kind of freakism, and you gotta be making sacrifices, and you gotta promote wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you have to do to be a top celebrity here. You see, but that's all against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and they're gonna find out in the end that it really wasn't worth it. You see, but at the end of it all, only the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, is gonna be exalted, man. All right, and the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall, verse 19, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks. This is going into them so-called bunkers. Okay, in the scriptures, They're referred to as dens. They're referred to as caves, you see, and into the caves of the earth for fear. This is why they're building these bunkers. Because once again, these celebrities, these elites, they working with the left hand side. So they tapped in and they know that eventually judgment is going to come. You see, they know judgment is going to come. So this, these bunkers, all they're doing is fulfilling biblical prophecy by building these bunkers. You see, and for Salakia, for fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. Verse 20, in that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold. You see, and of course the scriptures say that money is a defense, but men have made silver and gold, money, an idol in this world. Because even when you look at Jake, that's all Jake talk about. Yo, I gotta get to the bag. I got run up a bag. I got hustle. You know what I'm saying? I got to be an entrepreneur. Like, that's all Jake talks about. All Jake talk about is getting to the bag, is getting some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would rarely hear Jake talk about serving the Lord and being righteous, man. Like, that's all that's on Jake's mind. The first thing that's on Jake's mind when he wake up in the morning is to get to the money. You see what I'm saying? So, Jake has made idols of money, man, which you ain't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to use the money for what it's good for in this world and leave it at that. But when you get to the point of you coveting money and you worshiping it, like that's all that you live for, that's going off, right? Which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats. So they gonna throw their money to the creeping, unclean beasts of the earth. You see, that's how worthless it is going to be in that day. It's not going to profit you nothing, man. All that selling out and wickedness that you did, all at the end of it, to just toss it to unclean beasts. You see, verse 21, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks for fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. Verse 22, cease ye from man whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein is he to be accounted of? See, so they gonna fall into these bunkers, man, when all hell start breaking loose, and ultimately to escape the judgment of the Lord. This is also Revelation 6 and 15, and it says, and the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains. Okay, so Jeff Bezos, Rick Ross, Zuckerberg, all these different celebrities, Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift, right? The kings of the earth, the great men. Okay, these would be considered great men and women, rich men and women. Okay, chief captains. Okay, these are the elites of this world. They have status, they have fame, notoriety, right? And the mighty men and every bondman, every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. Once again, when you see that word dens there, that's referring to what we call in modern terminology, bunkers. This is what they're building all across the earth. Okay, Oprah, she got I think she trying to build like 2 bunkers right now. Reports came out today that Zuckerberg, he going crazy with his bunker. Like, he building a moat. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a private army. He got a tennis court. He doing taekwondo and all this other stuff, like years worth of food stored up. So these devils is preparing. So they know what's about to come. Meanwhile, you got these peons, like these dummies out here just walking around like nothing's happening. Just walking around like it's just all sunshine and rainbows. But hey, as the scriptures say, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them. The Lord said that he gonna come as what? A thief in the night. You're not expecting a thief in the night. Like a thief is not gonna call you and say, yo, I'm about to come at 8 o'clock. If you could just please leave the door unlocked so I can just come in. Just make it easy. No, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna come when you least expect. You see? He gonna come when you sleeping and when you not watching. And that's these people out here. They're sleeping and they're not watching. So when this destruction does come, it's gonna catch them off guard like a thief in the night, man. You see? verse 16, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. So see, this is why they're going into these bunkers, so that they can be hidden from the wrath of the Lamb, from him that sitteth on the throne, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You see, so this is a direct fulfillment of biblical prophecy, man. For verse 17, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? And none shall be able to stand, man. Okay, all the armies of the earth, Mark Zuckerberg private army, they're not going to be able to stand up against the Lord. The Lord is going to neutralize all these damn devils, man. Let's continue with this video.
Mentioning Utah. He don't give a damn about you. He's saying he got all these people praising him and everything, and he's gonna be prepared in a bunker while y'all crying and Post Malone cheering for him. He's saved in Armageddon, but he ain't saved. And you might not be saved either, especially if you ain't serving the man above, but serving Satan. They brung you in. You heard Lulu Uzi Vert tell you, if a rapture happens or God comes, you ain't going nowhere. You going with him. It's just that simple.
And that rapture doctrine is a false doctrine. Okay, the scriptures don't speak about no rapture, man. All right, the scriptures say that with great tribulation or through great tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. So yeah, we're gonna have to go through that hour of temptation where we're gonna be tempted with the MOTB. We're gonna be tempted with fear and hunger and different things. But those that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. That's what the scriptures say. You see, so that whole rapture thing, like, you're gonna be taken before any sign of trouble comes. No, that ain't how it's gonna work. Like, you just gonna get beamed up, and you ain't put in no work for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't been trying to be obedient to the best of your ability. Like you just been out here in the world living your best life, doing all kind of wickedness, not fearing the Lord, but you gonna be beamed up though, right? Just because you call on white boy Jeebus. You see, it's madness, man. Like that's not scriptural. You see, now we know that the scripture do speak about the righteous being taken as a mercy. The scriptures do speak about that in Isaiah 57, and I'll get it in the NLT. It says here, good people pass away, the godly often die before their time, but no one seems to care or wonder why. No one seems to understand that Yahweh is protecting them from the evil to come. So yeah, the Lord will send certain people back to the spirit world, that are righteous, so that they don't have to bear that indignation, which really that's mercy. So we don't look at death as a bad thing, because we know where we going. See, we like we know that when we die, that's really just a translation. Our spirit just leaves the body, but we go back into the Father, and that we're at rest. So yeah, like when you see that certain righteous righteous people die, that's the Lord having mercy on them. Like before the flood, the Lord took Adam and some other righteous men, so that they didn't have to be destroyed in that, so that they wouldn't have to go through that. So that's mercy from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But that whole rapture thing where you're not gonna have to go through nothing, you just gonna be beamed up or just whisked away. Nah, man, that ain't biblical. The Lord ain't dealing with that. Let's continue.
Celebrity safe house to ride out the apocalypse. Luxury celebrity safe houses. Rihanna has a bunker. She's prepared for the apocalypse. She's also an entity. You think these people that's in your face, they're entertainers, these are real celebrities. These people have already been cloned. They already been fighting for their lives. Media put out all types of crap, lying to you, telling you all these things about them when they have been cloned and taken out. This is the fucking truth. And the truth is coming to light these days. The apocalypse is coming to this earth like you ain't never seen before.
And that's the time of Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30:7. A time that has never been seen before and shall likewise not be seen again. So, hey, the Lord's wrath It's coming, man. And these celebrities, they already know, because they know what they done. They know all what they had to do to get, to gain their riches and their fame. But at the end of it all, it's all gonna come to naught, because they gonna have to see the Lord face to face. Jeremiah 10:10. But the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is the true power. He is the living power and an everlasting king. At his wrath, the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation. And indignation, that goes into what? Righteous anger. Okay, so the Lord is coming back with vengeance and flames of fury to render his indignation unto the wicked. Okay, and these celebrities, Rihanna, and all those that are in those circles, man, R. Kelly, and you know what I'm saying, Puffy, all them about to get done in. Okay, all of them. Hey, so look, ain't nobody gonna escape. And as it says in Amos, as if a man that flee from a lion and a bear met him, then he escaped the bear and make it home and lean his hand on the wall and a serpent bite him. So you see, if the Lord got judgment out prescribed for you, you're not gonna get away. You're gonna meet your judgment, man. All right. So even if you escape one thing, it says that in I think it's 2nd Ezra 16, where it says those that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So yeah, even down to these doomsday preppers, saying they might have food, they might have guns and ammo. So yeah, they might escape the hunger initially. They're not going to starve because they done stored up food. But guess what? The Lord going to send spirits of vengeance against them as their judgment to take them out because they wicked. You see? So bottom line is, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, man. You see? Fearing the Lord, keeping the commandments to the best of your ability, having faith in Yahweh Shai, that's going to be your saving grace. Okay, knowing the names, calling on the names in faith. That's going to be, our saving grace in these last days, man, when the whole earth is enveloped in gross darkness. You see? Because listen, we don't want to meet the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. See, we want the mercy. We want those sure mercies of David, that we can be saved and, Lord willing, translate into the kingdom unscathed, man. All right. Now, of course, we know that certain brothers and sisters are gonna have to be martyrs. Some of us are gonna have our heads chopped off. We are gonna be thrown in prison, tortured. You see, but that's all a part of that trial. But the Lord is not gonna give you more than what you can bear. 1 Corinthians 10:13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape it. You see that? So the Lord, temptation is going to come. Okay, which temptation comes through Hashatan. So the Lord is going to use Satan to tempt you with certain things, man. He's going to tempt you with the MOTB, tempt you with hunger, tempt you with being exposed to the elements, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. But hey, the Lord is going to make a way for us to escape it if we fear him, if we love the Lord and are inclined towards him, that ye may be able to bear. So you have to understand that whatever trial and tribulation you're going to go through, the Lord is not going to give you more than what you can bear. So whatever trial that you're going to have to withstand, just know that you can handle it. So you have to have faith and know that you can handle it, man. Like if the Lord is really dealing with you, he's not going to tempt you for you to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? The Lord not going to tempt you like that. You see? So just know that whatever you got to go through, all of us going to have something different, but we got it, man. Like we got faith that we can get through it and that we can endure to the end, And Google rolls out pre-bunking censorship operation to kill independent media. So we already know this goes into the famine of the word, them shutting down the internet. This goes into that power outage as well. See, because they already been talking about censoring the truth, and that the truth is coming out against the elite's agenda is actually hurting their great reset agenda. So their next step, and they about to do this real soon too. You know what I'm saying? Like they about to perform this blackout real soon, man. So prepare yourself spiritually for what's coming. Okay, this is what the men of the Lord continue to speak on. All right, because listen, you may think these things are years down the line. No, listen, man, we ain't got. Me personally, I don't see this. I don't see America. I don't see the rulership of Esau going past 2025. I just don't see it. You know, because prophecy is speeding up, like the Lord is shortening the days. I just don't see this rulership going on for much longer. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, you know, this rulership don't go on for much longer. But yeah, they, you know, heavy censorship, blacking out the internet. You see, this is an actual campaign to censor the truth, which they're already doing it, but they're about to bring down more unrighteous decrees, you know, more egregious laws. You see? Last one here, we'll close out. Elon Musk claims Neuralink's first patient implanted with brain chip can already move a computer mouse with their mind. So we see that this MOTB, okay, which it speaks about in Revelation 13-16, in your right hand or in your forehead. The forehead is the Neuralink, and the chip, the micro C-hip that's going to go in your right hand or the left, however people get it, that's connected to the CBDC, and different companies are set up already that are, matter of fact, people already have these chips. You know what I'm saying? You can research Wallet More, and I think it's like 2 other companies that make these implantable chips. You see, but once this CBDC is rolled out, and you know, this is just me speaking as a man, I think they're gonna roll that out after this blackout occurs. You know what I'm saying? Because these banks are going to be shut down. People are going to lose their money. They're not going to have access to anything. So the solution that they're going to bring is going to be CBDC, where everyone's going to have a digital ID. All these stores are going to be, you know, updated with the infrastructure, with the technology, to where you can swipe your hand, you know what I'm saying, to pay for things, or just walk out and it's already paid for, because they can read that RFID. You see what I'm saying? So hey, these things are coming down the pipeline, but they moving faster. You know, they're, you know, warp speeding these technologies fast, man. And you know, the Lord is putting a spirit on them to do this, you know, for the sake of fulfilling biblical prophecy. You see, and they try to turn people into cyborgs, man. You know, half robot, half human. You see. So yeah, you know, the Lord is indeed shortening the days, man. Like, you can see everything is speeding up. Multiple prophecies are taking place at the same time. Like, it's you know, the earth is in a state of chaos and hell, man. But it's, you know, it's only a matter of time before these devils just come down with that great wrath, as it says in Revelation 12 and verse 12. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I wanted to bring out. Hopefully this lesson was edifying through the Rakakadash. And until next time, Lord willing, shalom to the elect. On to the next one.